Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Roll 'em If You Got 'em. Carl is always joined by Dakota.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, this episode we are going to do a paint and play on the Tallyman. So I'm going to paint him in the background while we kind of talk about his stats and things, and we'll tie it all in with how I'm planning to use him in our Horde mode campaign. Here is my Tallyman at a current stage of painting. We'll get back to him. So the Tallyman. He doesn't bring a lot as far as actual combat is concerned. He has infected plasma pistol, which he can supercharge, and it's one attack on threes, strength 7 or 8, AP 2 or 3, damage 1 or 2. His melee, your basic close combat weapons. The main reason to bring the Tallyman are his two abilities here. So while this model is leading unit, each time that unit makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. Always good. And then the sevenfold chant in your command phase. If this model is on the battlefield, roll 2d6 on a 7+, you gain 1 CP. One important thing about on the battlefield means not in a rhino, which is annoying, but whatever. So with the CP generation in the Horde mode campaign, especially, like, you're not limited to only hitting this once per round. If I have 3 Tallymen out there, I can do this 3 times and gain 3 CP. That is not the case in regular 40k. Boy, I sure wish it was.
Mhm. Yeah. He's
But
very. I wouldn't say limited in regular games, but like it's a 7-up, and then you're also competing with if you play tactical missions where you can just discard at the end of the round and get a tactics card for free or
yeah,
a CP for free.
and that 7-up sometimes feels like a 10-up
Mhm.
because it's just. I know our first Horde mode crusade, he went 1 for 5
Yeah,
on a 7-up. It was comically bad, but
yeah. His other ability though, not too bad. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the other Death Guard stuff, but adding 1 to the hit roll and like a unit of Plague Marine seems pretty good. And he's fairly cheap. How many points is he? Like 50 points or something
I
crazy?
think he's 45.
Yeah, so like that's pretty cheap for like a T5 multi wound model in power armor. So it's really not too bad for taking a character.
Yeah. So I do plan on running him in a 10 man of Plague Marines with also a foul blight spawn. So he has the Plague Sprayer, it's a torrent weapon. It's a flamer, right?
Hmm.
Anti-infantry 2+, ignores cover, hits on a 6 attacks, 7 strength, 2 AP, 2 damage. Also close combat weapons, so nothing great there. And then while this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have fights first ability. So with the Horde Move Crusade, I need this Tallyman's unit to do as much killing as they can because we have the experience. And spoiler alert for the episode or game 2 preview coming up here. My Tallyman, Naglax the Witherer, wants to ascend to demonhood. Well, he needs a lot of experience points to do that. So that's why we're going with the Foul Blight Spawn to give these guys fights first, so that anytime a Tyrannid unit charges them, they get to attempt the bops first, which then in turn should help them survive longer because the Tyrannids will be weakened, blah, 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 blah. In theory, I think it sounds like a pretty good plan. We
Yeah,
will
yeah,
see.
yeah. It doesn't not seem too bad. I mean, the fights first is just generally it's like it's really good when you can dictate the order of fighting. So
Yeah. So let's take a look at the Plague Marines. Here are all the weapon options available to Plague Marines. There is a bunch of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and I was counting some of the, so subtract 2 from that. So 11. So you got 11 weapon options in Plague Marines here. Um, they are going to go into a pretty balanced 10-man. So it'll be 1 Plague Champion with the Bubotic weapons, 2 Marines with Bubotic weapons, which means that they don't have any shooting, 2 with the Heavy. So the Heavies are hitting on 4s normally. So that's where I'm really hoping to take advantage of the Tallymans add 1 to hit here because of get those hitting on 3s, because on 4s they're kind of rough. We have a Blight Launcher, 2 Plague Spewers, a Melt-A-Gun, and a Plague Belcher. So we're also going to have, with the Foul Blight Spawn, we're going to have 4 Torrent weapons out of these 12 to do some Overwatch, which is another reason that I want additional CP, so I can try to get some Overwatches in and really try to hurt the Tyranid units before they can hurt me, essentially.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you're basically overwatching them when they come in, and then you're fighting first when they charge you. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty defensive type of unit as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this will deal with a lot of the. I'm hoping to straight up kill some Tyranid Horde units before they even get to attack me. That's the plan. I think if I'm, if I got 20 Termagants or something coming at me, like, there's a good chance I kill them before they get to do anything, really.
Yeah, in theory, I mean, it really helps too. So, like, since in horde mode, if you're not familiar, there's a little bit of AI built in, so we kind of know what the enemy is doing, so you can kind of just like play defensively in that nature instead of just like jumping out and playing regular. So
Yes. The painting video. This is. We haven't talked about the painting really at all. He's just been a bystander here. But this is the basing that I'm going with, I think, for my Death Guard. I think I get a really cool, gross, dirty Death Guardy look with really minimal effort. If anybody would like to see a kind of a full video on what we got going on here, there's quite a few little cheats and tricks here that I mean, I'll probably do a full video on it anyways, but I'll do it sooner if anyone lets me know that they want it.
mhm.
Of course, we end with that flat black rim to make him look nice, but some ooey gooey goodness here on our Naglax the Witherer. We haven't named the Foul Blight Spawn or the second Tallyman that's going to be in the list yet, but I did also attempt the Streaking Grime on this guy, but the armor is such a dark color already that it literally made no difference.
Okay, interesting.
All the papers and stuff hanging on him, it did kind of make a difference there. It gave it a pretty cool look on those sorts of things, but the rest of the model, I really didn't notice a big difference with the Streaking Grime. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it seems pretty straightforward. I think it looks pretty good, um, as far as model wise goes, especially for a character getting them done.
and be sure to tune in on some of the Horde mode campaign. Follow along with that. It's going well so far, but we've only played one game and shit really hasn't hit the fan yet. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, thanks for everyone for checking this out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. We greatly, greatly appreciate those things. And we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Bye.